Imagine standing on a battlefield, facing an enemy that outnumbers you 250 to 1. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, in one of history's most epic underdog stories, 200 samurai warriors faced 50,000 Mongol invaders, and what happened next will leave you speechless. How did they pull it off? And what lessons can we learn from this astonishing feat of courage and strategy? Let's dive right in. Welcome back to Today. We're traveling back in time to one of the most jaw-dropping events in Japanese history. How a small band of 200 samurai warriors stood their ground against the might of the Mongol Empire, a force that had conquered most of Asia and beyond. By the end of this video, you'll not only know exactly how this legendary battle unfolded, but you'll also walk away with powerful lessons about resilience, strategy, and leadership that you can apply to your own life. So buckle up. This is going to be epic. The year was 1281. The Mongol Empire, led by Kublai Khan, had its sights set on Japan. They'd already conquered China, Korea, and much of Central Asia, basically steamrolling anyone who dared stand in their way. Now Japan was next. Imagine living in a small island nation knowing the world's most powerful army was coming for you. Sometimes life presents challenges that seem insurmountable. But as we'll see, the size of your opposition doesn't matter as much as your strategy and courage. So how did Japan even prepare for such a massive invasion? Well, it starts with some ingenious planning. The Japanese weren't sitting around waiting to be conquered. Knowing the Mongols were coming, they built a massive defensive wall called the Genko Borui along Hakata Bay, the most likely landing spot. Picture this: a towering stone wall stretching for miles along the coastline. This wall slowed down the Mongols and forced them to rethink their strategy. Talk about thinking ahead. Preparation is everything. Whether it's a big presentation or a life-changing decision, having a strong defense can make all the difference. But building a wall was just the beginning. What happened when the Mongols finally arrived? In the summer of 1281, the Mongols launched their attack. Picture this: thousands of ships packed with battle-hardened soldiers appearing on the horizon. The Mongol fleet was so massive it stretched as far as the eye could see. But instead of panicking, the samurai stayed calm. They knew the terrain and used it to their advantage. While the Mongols tried to land their ships, the samurai launched a series of hit-and-run attacks. When you're outmatched, play to your strengths. Knowing your environment can give you a surprising edge. But that was just the beginning. The samurai had an even bigger challenge ahead. The Mongols were known for their advanced tactics, like using explosives and coordinated cavalry charges. But the samurai had something the Mongols didn't: an unbreakable spirit. These warriors fought with unmatched bravery, taking on wave after wave of invaders. Imagine being one of those 200 samurai, knowing the odds were impossible, but fighting anyway. Sometimes, sheer determination can carry you through situations where logic says you should fail. But wait, the samurai had one unexpected ally that completely turned the tide. Out of nowhere, a massive typhoon swept across the Mongol fleet. The storm was so fierce that it destroyed thousands of ships and drowned countless soldiers. The Japanese called this storm kamikaze, or divine wind. They believed it was a gift from the gods protecting their homeland. Sometimes unexpected events, even things beyond your control, can work in your favor. Stay resilient and ready to adapt. But the typhoon didn't end the battle entirely. The samurai still had work to do. With the Mongol fleet in ruins, the remaining invaders tried to regroup, but the samurai didn't give them a chance. They launched a relentless counterattack, driving the Mongols back into the sea. It was a complete and total victory for Japan. Against all odds, 200 samurai had held off 50,000 invaders. Never give up, even when victory seems impossible. Persistence often leads to success. So what lessons can we learn from this incredible story? Preparation is key. The Genko Borui wall was a game-changer. Play to your strengths. The samurai knew their terrain and used it well. Stay resilient. Even when outnumbered, their fighting spirit never wavered. Adapt to unexpected events. The typhoon was beyond their control, but they capitalized on it. History is full of lessons if we're willing to learn from them. But there's one final takeaway that ties it all together. You don't have to be a warrior on a battlefield to use these lessons. Whether you're facing challenges at work, school, or in your personal life, remember this: be prepared, stay resilient, and never give up. And who knows, maybe a divine wind will show up when you least expect it. Life is a battle, but with the right mindset, you can achieve incredible things. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic tales from history. What was your biggest takeaway from this story? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're ready for another adventure, check out this video right here. See you next time.